What up, watch peeps? You know how you have those couple watches that have always really intrigued you, but you've never quite managed to pull the trigger on? Well, this watch is one of those for me. So of course, I'm a bit excited to finally see one in person, to finally see how one wears. This watch is nothing new to the watch community, but it is new to me, the Citizen Nighthawk. So let's get to it. I'm Pete, and we are Chillin' with Watches. Wrist check. Oh yeah, that 5610 white mod. This is something, oh man, me and probably everybody else has talked about a million times. And of all the watches that I've had come in and out of my collection, this is one I can't believe I've never picked up. So I'm super excited to finally see one of these in person for the first time. Well, they have a really great reputation. People love them, and this one happened to pop up on the end of day 2 of Prime Day as a lightning deal. So I thought, what better time than to give it a go? This is a serious box. Oh yeah, you know what? That's not as big as I thought it was gonna be. I was expecting it to be monstrous looking. That is pretty cool. I mean, we all know what they look like. We've seen it, but to see it in person is something different. Screw down crown. There's the date just flipping. The GMT hand is just something cool on this watch, and I have no idea how to set it. So, let's see if I can figure that out. It's got like an independent jump hour. And I'm guessing, and then the other way flips the date. Alright, so you must first set the GMT hand in this fashion. And then you go in and set your jump hour to the local time. Alright, I think I got this thing set out. So it does actually set like a normal GMT. Kind of where you set, see the little, that half dial red and white there with the little red airplane. So when the red's in there, you read the reds. When the white's in there, you read the whites. That's your GMT hand. You set that first, and then you can go ahead and use your jump hour and set it to your local time. And the date flips with the actual hour hand, the jump hour, not the GMT hand, which is pretty nice. You guys hear my cat rustling around back there? I am going to go ahead and get this thing sized up because I really want to check it out on wrist and see how that size is. It's 42 millimeters, and that can be touchy in a non-diver. And here's how it wears on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. And you know, I do think this wears quite well for its 42 millimeter size. I had always thought 41 was like my upper limit with the Tuna Ranger, but it just goes to show you, you know, sometimes you can pull off a larger watch size. The numbers aren't everything. And with a pilot watch, I think the larger size is okay. You know, speaking of 42 millimeters, let's take a couple quick measurements. So as I just mentioned, it is a 42 millimeter case with, it's kind of hard to catch this and not get the end lengths, just over 47 millimeter lug to lug. And it looks thicker than it actually is. It comes in at only 12.4 millimeters thick. If I can get just the end links here, I think you'll see it is a 22 millimeter lug width, give or take, but the bracelet does flare out right after the lugs to 23.5 and then tapers all the way down to 17.5. It's like a 6 millimeter taper, so that's fantastic. Love the bracelet. If you look at the links and profile, they look like that aerodynamic shape of airplane wings. Just really cool. Has a nice milled clasp. Really nice bracelet on this one. Pretty cool watch all around. I love that it's eco drive. I always want a solar watch. I just feel like those are uber reliable. You never have to worry about them. But I'm not sure that this is the one for me. I think it might be this, but we'll talk about that later. So yeah, all around, a really cool watch, but I'm just not sure it's for me. You know what's really nice on this? It has that inner rotating bezel. On my other inner rotating bezel watch, the Alpinist, I don't want to say it's loose, but I guess it's loose. This one has like this nice, I don't know, slick resistance to it. Almost like unscrewing an oily bolt or something. Like it fights you a little bit, but there's no crunchy or coarseness. It's very smooth. I have no idea how this, it's an espresso timer, right? I have no idea how that works, but you know, I'll have to watch 20 YouTube videos and figure that out. Let's take a look at the Lume and wrap this thing up.
Peep the Lume.
So Citizen apparently uses some form or variant of BGW9. Has a really nice blue glow. Really nice thickly applied here too. It comes in really bright, especially those hands and numbers. Killer Lume. So that's it, the Citizen Nighthawk. I do like this old school colorway more than the new ones, but I still don't think this one is quite for me. This happens to me with Citizen all the time. Super cool watches, but I just never really dig them in person. Doesn't mean it's a bad watch. It probably just means I have bad taste. All right, before I let you go, sneaker check, I'm wearing my Jordan 1 lows, and that's it, I'm out. If it's not too much trouble, please like, subscribe, and come back next time. Peace.